Now, another thing that he was famous for is he was a breakdancing, wailing, screaming, sleeping motherfucker. I never seen anything like it. Hello, everybody. Terrence Popp here with another episode of Live from the Lair. All right, so missed an episode last week. Had some shit going on. I was informed that there was a death. One of my former soldiers from Company F425 had passed away. And the sad thing is he was suffering from a long-term illness that killed him painfully slow, and he wasn't even fucking aware of his surroundings by the end. I mean, it was fucking horrible. And fuck, dude, his wife, who's a fucking cunt. At least all the times he talked to me about her, all she was a fucking raging cunt. But she had died, prior to him passing away, and he wound up being sent to a home. And apparently his family, I guess their give a fuck meter went to zero as soon as he went into the fucking home, and they could no longer financially benefit from, him. So he was basically forgotten, and he died alone, forgotten. And we at the unit didn't find out about it till like 7 fucking months later. Now, all the guys in the 425 who knew Hewlett knew him for over 10 years. Okay, and I've seen him at his best, I've seen him at his worst, and every one of the layers in between. And I have never, ever seen that motherfucker quit at anything. Bar none, never. Fuck, dude, that dude could hang. He hanged so well, he earned himself the nickname The Machine. His name was Ronald Hewlett, and we referred to him as Ron the Machine Hewlett. Great guy. I love that guy to death. But, we're, the guys in the unit, we're reaching the dropping off point, and it's going to start happening, more and more often. It starts off slow at first in your late 40s, and then when you hit 50, it's pretty much going to be a regular thing up until the last guy fucking drops out. Okay, so they basically, he got cremated, he got put in an urn, and he got put at the Holly National Cemetery in Michigan, and he just slipped under the radar. I mean, we didn't know what the fuck happened to him. I mean, a couple guys had inquired, but because of HIPAA, and they weren't really related to him by blood, they couldn't tell us anything. We couldn't even fucking find out where the fucker was at to visit him. I mean, and we didn't even know it was that bad. And, fuck, dude. I mean, it's heartbreaking. And the guy got ripped off. He fucking deserved a fucking police escorts, fucking, flags on the side of the road, fucking thousands of people. I mean, God. But, we had a really good turnout. I believe there was somewhere in the neighborhood of 105 people out of 159 that went with them to Iraq. And that showed up just to have the memorial service for them, and then a proper 425 fucking get fucking stupid cross-eyed drunk wake. Okay? That had to fucking happen. All right, it is what it is. Now, granted, he's gone on, to Valhalla. Hopefully he's keeping a seat warm for me, and he's got a fucking nice tall glass of cold-ass beer waiting on my ass, because, he's a good guy. So, Hewlett was Ranger qualified, airborne qualified. He was a veteran of the first Gulf War in, I think it was 90-91. And then he went to Iraq again, I believe 2 other times after that. One with me and 1 time after me. Don't quote me on the one after me. I'm not really sure, but I know that he went with me. And on his fucking stone, it doesn't give him credit for a second war. Very few people do 2 wars, and still fewer do 3. So, you know, I think that was a huge disservice. In fact, I would have liked to seen him get a stone and a plot, and you know, but that's neither here nor there. I thought the whole thing just fucking was a bunch of bullshit. But hey, what are you gonna do? All right, now here are some, you know, at his wake, I heard some stories about the guy, and I got a couple of my own, and we're gonna go through them here, and hopefully, you know, it's sad, but you know, we'll laugh because the guy was just a class act, you know. And you remember, you know, I did the videos back about the useful idiot, you know, when I give you the look, like, Hewlett had that look on his face ever since I met him, the entire time we were in the military together. That was his zone, man. He just operated in the fucking useful idiot zone. And the dude was a fucking animal, you know. And, god damn. You know, when I talked to the members of his team, he had some shortcomings, but as soon as they got him anywhere near the objective, he just took over and fucking made it fucking happen, you know. And and he used to love to carry an insane amount of ammo with him. He would have his 13 mags, 2 frags, his, you know, M4 and what have you, and then he would have a small assault pack, and he'd usually have his 308 linked, his 5.56 linked, fucking all kinds of other crazy ass shit. And you know, I remember guys that would ask him, like, Hewlett, well, we're just going out, you know, for, you know, just overnight. You know, we'll be back in the morning. Why are you taking so much ammo? And he'd look at you and go, when you're looking around and you're asking for ammo, and people have to throw it to you because you don't have any, you're living a nightmare. That's fucking absolutely true. Let's see. He suffered from a bad case of over-honesty. He would not lie. He would not fabricate anything. You know, a lot of times, you know, he would start talking and he'd be on the road to getting himself fingered, or basically admitting guilt. And the guys to the left and right of him, he said, hit him in the elbow and put their hand over his mouth so he would shut the fuck up. Because if you don't hear it, it didn't happen, you know. So I thought that was fucking good. And he's just honest to the end, man. I love that guy. Over honesty. Let's see. All right, we have the airplane almost fucking crashed. He was on my plane, the C-5A, that flew out to Iraq from the States, the one that caught on fire. I had a story way early on that one. And that's, you know, we literally take off, I believe it was from Dover, and we were about 20, 25 minutes over the fucking ocean. And all of a sudden, there's this huge turmoil. And I get up and I look, and there's this wall of fucking gray fucking smoke advancing on my position because I'm at the far end of the cabin. And everyone else that was flying with me, you know, were in the upper deck on the C-5A. And I don't know, it was fucking insane. And he finally... I remember I ran down there to the far end, and you could see this jet of fucking smoke coming out of one of the vents. And I told Sergeant Turner, I handed him a tomahawk and said, listen, you know, if you see any fucking fire coming out of there, you fucking hack a hole, take this fire extinguisher, shoot the whole fucking thing in there. And, you know, utter pandemonium is breaking loose. People are like putting on fucking flak vests and helmets, and people are just fucking going crazy. Well, all this is going on. Hewlett is looking around like, oh man, I wish I'd got me a piece of pussy before I left on this whole thing. So like we're like on the verge of burning in a smoky, fiery, water fucking, diving into the ocean, where I'm sure we'd all fucking get smoked because we had all kinds of fucking shit up there and vehicles below us. And he's totally calm. He's just totally cool with it. It was hilarious, man. Thinking back on it now, I thought that shit was fucking great. And another thing that I heard, and this is from one of my really close friends, Sergeant Meyer. Back in the day, our unit used to send representatives to England to, basically compete in the Cambrian Patrol, which was this crazy ass fucking mission with incredibly long fucking movements. It lasted like 3 days long, and you competed against, a lot of the British units. They even sent some French, Italian, Germans there, and there was I think they sent some guys from Regimental Recon, and my buddy Meyer told me how Hewlett fucking performed, and literally they would go, they're walking up these fucking hills and walking through bogs, and it's raining and it's fucking freezing, and they were like, all right, we're gonna stop for 10 minutes, and like, this is literally what he would do. Hewlett would sit there, sit down and just have his weapon and be like, doo, and then be like, all right, let's go, and he'd get up and he could take off at the same clip that he just without even having to warm up. Whenever I would go on a long movement and have to take 10-minute break, it would take me about 1 mile or 2 miles to warm the fuck up. And that dude was a fucking machine. He just fucking, what are you gonna fucking do? And I believe our unit did fairly well in that mission. And I think they all got RCOMs or something, and they got like 2 days off to go fucking hang out and visit around in England and shit, which I thought was pretty cool. And let's see, and we were doing another one, and we were doing it was basically escape and evasion, and I basically trained up my team. I was leading my team, and then they pulled over and they pulled me off the vehicle, and they made me a TOC. Or they made me a walker, and I'd working in the TOC, and and then I had to go chase guys down and stuff like that. So nobody in my team got caught, but Hewlett got fucking hemmed up. They brought him into the whip me spank me camp, and then they're telling me torture him. I'm like, fuck that, I'm not gonna torture anybody. What do you want me to fucking do? They're like, hey, figure it out. I'm like, okay, so I take him and like 3 other guys, and we tie him to trees, and it's late summer in Michigan, and mosquitoes are fucking insane. So I take some grape jelly out of the MRE, and I'm boom, boom, boom. I'm putting it on these guys' faces, and I get to Hewlett, and I remember I'm putting it on his face, and I feel bad because he's looking at me, and I'm like, ah, fuck. I put on his face, and I look him like, I'm like 8 inches away from his face. And I'm like, it's not me, man. It's not me. And his response was, I know, son. I know. Just drive on. So, we fought with them for a little bit. And, the SOP is we keep them for like 15, 20 minutes. And then we'd cut them loose. Or we would look the other way, and they could run off or whatever. And they'd just continue their fucking mission. But, man, that was fucking hilarious. Now, another thing that he was famous for is he was a breakdancing, wailing, screaming, sleeping motherfucker. I never seen anything like it. I never seen anything like it. He would lay there and fucking and roll around and go fucking nuts. It was fucking hilarious. It was. Now, how a soldier could do that and be an awesome LURS guy is beyond me. His team kept him in check. I don't know. But, or maybe he just didn't fucking sleep. I could believe that. He'd go like 4 or 5 days and just do his fucking deal. And the last one is he liked his fucking porn. Okay, and it got him in trouble a few times. And I'd caught him. He had downloaded a whole assload of porn. onto a computer that he used in the TOC, because we had a drop that was put in that was on the civilian side, and it didn't have to go through a lot of the filter. It didn't go through any of the filters of the Army because it wasn't an Army line. So, you know, he downloaded, I don't know how many gigs of fucking porn, but the computer got left in there. It got found, and I had to hem him up. Now, did I give him an Article 15? Certainly not. You know, did I yell at him? Of course I did. Did I smoke him? A little bit, you know. But I kind of looked the other way because it's Hewlett. You know, I'm not gonna kill the guy. He's over honest. He fucking works his fucking balls off. And anyone that knows, if you have a hard worker on your team, different rules apply to them. Period. I don't care what you say. Okay, if he shows up on time, he has the right equipment, he does what you fucking tell him, minimum bitching, maximum effort, you got to give some, there's latitude has to be given, and I did it many, many times. And I'm glad I did, because he was a good dude. I mean, what are you going to do? And I'm sorry he went out the way he did. I wish we could have been there and give him a proper Taps in 21 from the beginning to the end. But that's not the way it goes. You know, Hewlett was real good at ghosting from time to time, and apparently he slipped under the wire on this one, and ghost has passed us all. So, you know, fuck, dude. I don't know, man. Of all the people that I thought would outlive us all, he would be one of them. That guy was fucking harder than woodpecker lips. Fucking steel skin and a fucking heart like a boiler furnace, man. Dude, you just don't know what fucking life is going to serve up to you, man. You just don't know. Okay, so let that be a lesson to everyone who watches this video. At the end of the day, make sure you're caught up on all your goodbyes and I love yous, because there is no fucking guarantee that you're going to wake up in the morning. All right, gentlemen, that's it for me tonight. You guys take it easy.